I think the average investor should ask himself or herself, what do you have in your portfolio that has this kind of track record, number one, is very, very underpenetrated, can provide a service of insurance against financial catastrophe that no one else can provide, and can go up 10 times or 50 times. The answer is nothing. So perhaps you should have some of this.
Hey, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. Let me know which cryptocurrencies you're buying in the comments below. Of course, the reason why you subscribe to this channel is because on a daily basis, we take you through everything going on in cryptocurrency around the world, different altcoins. This is exactly what we're doing today. If you appreciate that, support the channel, like the video, and let's get into the top story of the day. Big news, legendary billionaire value investor Bill Miller, he became a billionaire by making great investments, has gone on record where he has already said in years past that he owns a little bit of Bitcoin and he's just watching the asset. He now says 50% of his personal wealth is in Bitcoin, and he describes himself as a full Bitcoin bull. A billionaire, 50% of his personal wealth. That's got to be hundreds of millions of dollars this gentleman has in Bitcoin. So the big question is, why has Bill Miller gone so big on Bitcoin in his personal account? Listen to this.
I'd say it's a combination of things, as it would have to be to allow something to get that big a part of your portfolio, because it goes against many of the tenets of financial discipline. On the other hand, the people that actually are the richest people in the country all are massively concentrated. Buffett and Berkshire, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. So they're not widely diversified. They're highly concentrated, and I think that's because they have a high degree of confidence, or have had a high degree of confidence in the value of those investments.
Amazing to hear Bill Miller talk like this. Before we get to Ethereum, before we get to Chainlink, before we get to altcoins, let's just finish this up. Let's listen to him go further. Why is he a Bitcoin bull now? What turned him so bullish? Listen as he describes the paradigm shift that is Bitcoin.
And so it comes down at the very basic level for supply and demand. So Bitcoin is the only economic entity where the supply is unaffected by the demand. So even with gold, if gold, which is $1,800 today, if gold goes to $18,000, there will be a lot more gold mined, because mines that are unprofitable will become profitable. And so gold, which accretes today, the production of gold is equal to about 1.5% to 2% of the total value per year. That's the same accretion that Bitcoin has currently. But this year, 2022, I think will drop below 1.5% on that. So only 21 million Bitcoin can ever be created, or close to it. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin is 100,000 or 20 million, there's only going to be that many of them. So all you have to really believe is that the demand for Bitcoin will grow faster than 1.5%, over the next number of years, and the price inexorably will go up. So I've only recently been allowing myself to be described as a Bitcoin bull. I used to tell people, they say, "Oh, you're a Bitcoin bull. You own a lot of Bitcoin." I'm like, I do own a lot of it, but I'm actually a Bitcoin observer, and I'm observing its trajectory as a new technology and comparing it to the trajectories of things like the printing press, or the steam engine, or the railroads, or the automobile, or electricity, and it's following that very not predictable, because it's not predictable certainly in the early days, a well understood path for the adoption of new technologies. And I think it was Stan Druckenmiller said earlier in the year that, and now he owns Bitcoin, by the way, but he said that Bitcoin was a solution in search of a problem. And what I've found amusing about that is every new technology is a solution in search of a problem. Because you have a new technology, then you try and figure out what you're going to do with it. And so, when we created the internet, what are we going to do with that? So the Defense Department had good uses for it, but it was tough for other people to see. But now everybody can see what the value of the internet is. Same thing with the internal combustion engine, which was very dangerous and all, but now that's taken over the world, and now we're going to move to electricity. So all kinds of technologies have to grow into their potential, And Bitcoin is, I guess if you want the theoretical answer to The question is, that's the work of Brian Arthur, Santa Fe Institute, and Stanford, who is kind of the leading authority on what he calls increasing returns economics and what he calls lock-in and path dependence in the economy. So his basic idea is that when technologies reach a certain dominance and they're the leader, it's almost impossible to dislodge them, even without a very superior technology.
And Bitcoin's there? Is that what?
That's what I would say I and the other bulls believe.
Okay.
So this is the way I think about it. Look, we're in a downtrend. I think we're close to finding a bottom here. I do think there'll be a huge bounce. But until that happens, we're chopping around. This kind of stuff doesn't happen overnight. We're going to enter some chop solidation, in my opinion. But eventually, I see much higher prices. For me, it's a long-term thing with the quality coins. Now, think about it like this. Bitcoin today at $40,000, exactly like Bitcoin 1 year ago from today in 2021. 1 year ago, when Bitcoin was the exact same price, the sentiment in the market was extreme greed. Today, 1 year later, same price, the sentiment in the market is extreme fear. This is a tale as old as time. Plus, taking a look at this chart, Bitcoin's RSI has been this low just 2 other times in the last 2 years. Looks like a bottom is near and a bounce due, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I'm curious to know what you think about all this. Have you been shaken out? Do you know people who have been shaken out? And let's move forward and talk about some altcoin news. American rapper Meek Mill. Are you a fan? Well, many people are. He has almost 11 million followers just on Twitter. American rapper Meek Mill says fans need an Ethereum address to hear his new mixtape. And he told his fans, "You gon' need an ETH address to hear this new mixtape. Google how to get one ASAP. Now I can really rap." That's pretty cool. I like it. Let's talk about Chainlink and the bull case for Chainlink going forward. Chainlink has been at lows for quite a while now, so, make your own decisions. But if Chainlink is to have a future, it's going to be because of stuff like this. Link is a bet on the smart contract economy. Number 1, vast majority of smart contract use cases require oracles to function. Number 2, the ecosystem is increasingly becoming multi-chain. Number 3, Chainlink is natively blockchain agnostic with 90% plus Oracle market share on integrated chains. So Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, Elrond, who will win the smart contract settlement layer war? Doesn't matter. All will be chain linked. The success of any one or multiple smart contract chains lead to increased adoption and success of Chainlink. More adoption, more user fees, paying the Oracle services. So Chainlink is not picking a side necessarily, just profiting from the war, I guess is the investor's thesis, as chainlinkgod.eth 2.0 has put it. Speaking of fees, pretty interesting metric, Ethereum did 150x Bitcoin's fee volume. This might seem normal to a lot of people, but it didn't used to be this way. Bitcoin used to have the most fee volume. It's pretty interesting. I think, it's just a difference in networks, right? Most people, I think, just hold Bitcoin. It's like gold to them. Well, a lot of people hold Ethereum as well for an investment, but Ether is also the utility coin within the Ethereum ecosystem. So, of course, it's going to be used more for fees. And we hear people complaining about ETH fees all the time because sometimes they are very, very high. So it's just interesting. I just wanted to point out this metric to you. Just like I want to point out this. Doge SHIB. What's the move, guys? Are you guys still hodling? AMC CEO says Doge and SHIB payments to be added most likely in March. So there's a little hope in the future with that, I guess. In other news, getting a little glimpse into the future here, CBDC wallet tops mobile app store charts in China. The pilot version of China's official digital yuan wallet app has become the most downloaded app in local mobile app stores. Attention crypto holders, attention crypto traders. Do you invest in crypto? Do you trade crypto? If yes, I have a major opportunity that I need to clue you into. Most people in crypto do not know that they can take advantage of this. You should be investing, you should be trading with Choice IRA app, a retirement account. Trade, invest with Choice, and you pay zero capital gains tax. They offer thousands of traditional assets and tons of crypto assets. You can buy crypto with Choice. You can trade crypto with Choice. These guys are a proud sponsor of our channel. You could hold your own keys if you want. Their fees are low and highly competitive. The bottom line is, if you think your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and cryptocurrency assets are going to be worth a lot of money in the long term, why not put a portion of your stack in the Choice app so you won't have to pay any capital gains tax? Your future self will thank you. Take advantage of this. Use our link and receive $50 in free Bitcoin when you set up an account. Take advantage of this. Let me know if you did. Grand Theft Auto maker and Farmville creator Take-Two eyes Web3 opportunities with Zynga acquisition. This is pretty interesting. Take-Two Interactive, the publisher of Grand Theft Auto and other major game franchises, will acquire Zynga for $12.7 billion. The mobile game maker recently announced plans to develop games that make use of blockchain networks and NFTs. We're not even in the first inning of blockchain gaming. Axie Infinity was a proof of concept. All of these players are getting involved. 2022 might be the year, it might be 2023, but I think it's going to get a whole lot bigger. 2021, in my opinion, was the year of NFTs. I think it's going to continue. I don't think it's going to be the same, but again, like things like OpenSea, proof of concept. OpenSea was the most popular retail NFT place to buy and sell. I think some market share might be taken away from them in 2022. And here is 5 NFT marketplaces that could topple OpenSea. According to Cointelegraph, they say Coinbase NFT. I think that's going to be a huge one. They say FTX NFTs on the Solana network, but I think they'll also be compatible with Ethereum. Yes, I think that's going to be a huge one. Rarible, it's already been around. I think that is going to remain big and get bigger. Zora and Magic Eden. So let me know what you think in the comments below as far as NFT marketplaces, what you would like to see. Let me know which coins you're buying or which coins you're hodling, which coins you believe in. With that being said, my name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. I'll see you tomorrow.